Hi! Guess what day it is? Tidbit Tuesday. This is Judy Ogden, NMLS number 770604, and Ogden Mortgage Group's NMLS number is 2152903. So first, I hope everybody had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend holiday. I hope everybody took the time to celebrate and give thanks to those of us that lost service members, and memorialize them and really recognized all of their service and their ultimate sacrifice by giving their lives to keep us free and serve our country. So today we're going to talk about something different. We've talked about down payments. This time we're going to talk about a gift of equity. So a gift of equity is actually when you're purchasing a property from a relative and they're giving it to you for a reduced price and walking away from the equity that is in the property. A gift of equity, we can actually use that equity towards a down payment requirement. We can use it towards closing costs. You still have to have operating money. We talked about that before with the EMD podcast. Operating money is for appraisal fees, inspection fees, credit report fees, so on and so forth, to go through the mortgage process and get the loan approval and go to closing. The owner of the property, the seller, your relative, would also have typical seller expenses for the state in which the property is located. So that could be a good source of opportunity for those of you that have family members that are maybe wanting to go ahead and downsize and gift their property to you, so you can take advantage of that prior to any inheritance that that would take place later on. So keep that in mind. It's good for all programs. It's good for first-time homebuyer programs. It's good for conventional FHA, VA. Of course, you don't really need equity, but that could be an opportunity as well. So the food for thought today is, because May is Mental Awareness Month, we've talked about perception and we've talked about change, how change is hard, and how perception is, based on other people's position in their lives and what they perceive, affects them specifically. And we don't know that. We don't know what somebody's going through. We don't know, the level of trauma or, sorrow that they're going through or difficulties that they're going through. And, it affects people differently. And, what it may not be so impactful to you because you look at it, as what's affecting somebody else, not as big of a deal as they do. You have to realize, put yourself in their shoes and in their position. And it very well could be monumental moments in their lives that they're struggling through. So please, be aware of that, to be kind to others, is again, being empathetic to that. If you're the one that's struggling, reach out. You're important. Everything does matter. It's important that you walk through this and get to a peaceful place in your life. So, again, be kind, not just in thoughts, but also in actions. And, love those neighbors and love the loved ones that you're around, because, not everybody's going to be around forever. So anyway, hope you had a wonderful weekend, and let's kick off this week with a bang. Thanks so much. This is Judy Ogden. You can reach us on our website at www.ogdenmortgagegroup.com, Judy Snyder Ogden at Facebook, or OMG, it's Judy O at TikTok. Thanks so much. Bye.